Oh man. You know what's really laughable? When an opposing team thinks they have a chance to beat you and just idiot fans come out of the woodwork. um anyway, you know who this is. You know this is Mr. Go for the Eagles. Eagles fan since 1996. And let's see. Who will be our victims this week? The Baltimore Ravens. From the biggest shithole, from the biggest fucking shithole of the city I've ever seen. And Eagles fan for life alluded to it. This is why I do is talk about Baltimore. Number one, my cousin lives in Baltimore. She teaches school in Baltimore, which is really scary. Not for the fact she teaches because she's real smart, but the fact she has to teach them little thugs is what's scary. But anyway, not here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about my birds. Coming up on an enormous test this week against the Ravens in our home opener at Lincoln Financial Field. This is gonna be a tough game, guys. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that this is gonna be a cakewalk game. I don't feel that way. I think the Eagles are good enough to win, but it's not gonna be a cakewalk. I mean, if they barely escaped Cleveland, why am I to think they're gonna walk all over Baltimore? That's just stupid. I mean, yeah, I'm an Eagles fan, but I'm also a realistic Eagles fan. I know the Ravens have a good team, and I know they're coming off a Monday night performance where they stomped the Bengals, which I really don't think the Bengals are as good as that good of a team. Everyone seems to think of the Bengals as this real good team. I mean, they were done at one and done last year in the playoffs against a rookie quarterback. Keep in mind when Houston beat Baltimore, or not Baltimore, Cincinnati last year in the playoffs. Houston almost beat Baltimore, but when they beat Cincinnati in the playoffs, Matt Schaub wasn't playing. He was hurt. So, that's why I just don't think the Bengals are as good, but whatever. Ravens Red Zone. Like I typed in your video, I'll say right here on cam for everyone to see. I accept your challenge and your bet. So, I will not be ducking that at all. Here's the way it goes. I believe that the Eagles have the advantage in this game. I think our wide receivers are better. Better. Now, better. I think our defensive line is better. Linebackers, I got to give that edge to Baltimore. Safeties, I got to give the edge to Baltimore. Let's see, what else? Running back, I think it's a draw because I think both running backs, Ray Rice and LaShawn McCoy, are talented in their own way. So, I mean, Ray Rice will get some yards. I think the Eagles will do enough, though. Like I said, we have two of the best cornerbacks in the league lining up, and they're back in their natural positions, which is even better. Because DRC last year played a lot of slot, and last year Namdi played a lot of zone, and they're cover cornerbacks. They just need to be covering people. So, in essence, the Eagles have the advantage there because we can cover Anquan Bolden and the other guy, Torrey Smith. Now, I'm not disrespecting your team. Like I said, I actually got Joe Flacco on my fantasy team as my backup quarterback. So, all I need him to do is have like 200 some yards passing, maybe one touchdown, and the Eagles to win the game, and that's probably good enough to win my fantasy game. The Eagles are, I think, both teams are kind of equal in some ways. They both have talented. Here's where the Eagles, I think, have the advantage. Baltimore is more powerful, where the Eagles are more oriented around speed. And I heard, I forget who said it, but it was on Playbook NFC. I think it was Ryan Baldinger who said it. And that could be, and I think that's going to be an Eagles' advantage because I think speed can trump power, say maybe 7 out of 10 times. So with our running game is very good. And what Andy Reid did this week, which was kind of shocking that he did it, at least to me anyway. I don't know how other people feel about it. But after practice on Wednesday, he said that the Eagles need to have more balance in our offense. So I don't know how other people took it. It seemed to me, and I don't know this for sure, and I don't know that it'll happen, but it seemed to me like he was hinting that he was going to run the ball a little more this week. I hope he is because I don't see our offensive line being able to protect anybody, but I mean, it's a good line, and it was a good line last year. And I don't know if this is going to be a bad line this year, or if it's a good line that just had a bad game last week. We're going to find out for sure tomorrow. I think it's a good line. Um, you know, we just got to clean up the penalties and all that, but it's a good line. And I think the Eagles are actually favored in this game. I didn't see the line for sure, so if I'm wrong, just tell me. But I heard that the Eagles were actually heard on the radio that the Eagles were actually favored. So, you know, sorry, we'll see for sure. This game is going to tell us a lot. If the Eagles win this game, 2-0 going into Arizona, which we fully expect to win that game, and then 3-0 going into the Giants, this thing could be fun to watch. I think, like I said, I think the Eagles will win this game. I'm going to say 27-17, where I think it'll be a close game going into the fourth quarter, and I think the Eagles will pull away late. But that's going to be my prediction, 27-17 Eagles, and we'll see. Ravens Red Zone, like I said before, if you accept your challenge, I'm on it. And see you tomorrow post game.